Find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper, of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Radovid's encamped nearby. Redanian chestnut might want to impress its king.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
راهنت على الحصان الرديني. كنت باخذ الأسود بس أنا
Let's go.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله بقول بس خلني لا 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 تجي قدامي ريح الحصان ريح 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 فزت.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey. Nothing hurts as much as life.
يلا يا مولي.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again.
دندران صارف له قايل لها انه انقذ جيرالت كثير. في الواقع انا ما انقذه. سلك له عطى جوه. نعم لولاه.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs.
كيف روض وحش الكايران عندما عزف على عوده. الله.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other.
هو يدخل ويروح ما شاء
The
الله عليه.
Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
بالله انه متسكع.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
دندران ليس لدي أخت. هل تعلمين؟ ما عندها أخت.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course.
نصاب.
He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise with the canals
صرف
by
له
the
يقول
light of the moon.
يبي يقارب عشان نزهة رومانسية وسحب عليها.
Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
دندران لازم أقول ذي. ما بيقول الجملة دي.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
الله يعين والله يكثر الرسايل. برجع مع البارونة هذا.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
برجع معك.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
نوفيغراد التعيسة.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my friend came back from the market with news.
Ah, Geralt.
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with...
You know a lot.
I must.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side.
تبي تزوج سيري
My
انقرا بس.
father will ensure the...
Farewell.
Likely they should find her blue in the Pontar. There's some say she ran off the Nilfgaard.
I traced the Paisley all the way to the garden.
Did you catch him?
No luck. Driving in slippery, the bugger was quick as a tomcat. Scrambled out the hole in the back wall.
It sounds like you might have been an acrobat.
Maybe so. Both misses are fond of freaks.
My dad doesn't like elves very much. Are you an elf?
نجد طريقة للدخول. كيف ندخل البيت هذا؟ ايوه خطاب حب.
Interesting.
عزيزتي روزا، لحظة أنه رأيتك فيها ولا يمكنني أن آكل أو أشرب. ويهدد المدرب بأنها فترة تدريبي وأنا لا أعلم حتى إن كنت عرفنا أهديك المشوي. وقد كنت أتناول طعامي أنه رأيتك توقف الطعام في حلقي وكنت أختنق وأنت ضحكتي برقة وجمال. ولا يزال صدى هذه الضحكة الرائعة يملأ أذني حتى اليوم وأنا أحيا على أمل أن ستتمكن من سماعها مرة أخرى. أترجاك أن تقابليني ولو لحظة ولو ثانية، وسأنتظرك من القرب من البير بجولدروف عند الغسق كل يوم. وإذا كنت تأبهين لأمر إنسان ضعيف وقع في حبك دون حول أو قوة فاشفقي عليه ولا تتركيني يتعذب إلى الأبد. خروف.
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you, and I'd advise you to sod off. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
هو ما بقى الذي الظاهر. خلاص الحمد لله. هو بنت خروف اللي ما يوفر.
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll learn the ambassador's desire. Follow me.
خذت سيف خشبي عشان لا أصفق أمها. بجلدها كسر فوق راسها.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood to start with. I must know your work.
ما تعودت بقرا السيف واحد. يلا والله يعني بجلد هذه.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
Actually, a swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes.
شكرا عندها فقد ذاكرة ذي.
So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, we know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun.
خلاص هذا آخر شيء وبطل بقفل أقول.
But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop floating and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle... Damn it! Well, if you're not an stranger, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
هذا مريب.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Okay.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher. Swix. Kessen?